Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. Echo Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.
Feel the bass, feel the bass, feel bass, feel the bass, feel the bass, feel bass, feel the bass,
What is going on, everybody? So good to see you all. Wow. The days are long and the weeks are long, but here I am. Here we are. We got the team here tonight. Let me go ahead and bring them in. Now, well, actually, before I do that, Angelina Serini shared something that I thought was pretty cool, and she posted this over on our members page. It says, "Coach, I was trying to send you this so you can show this to Nick. I know how much he's a fan of Final Fantasy, and I'm hoping you'll show this to everyone on Echo Base Network on your next live stream. It's an AI-generated version of me as a warrior princess with my poodle puppy by my side defeating the evil." Angelina, good luck. I hope that you defeat all of the evil. My bad. That would be fantastic. You just keep on rolling. That is very, very cool. Thank you for sharing that very much. Speaking of Nick, McFly. Hello, McFly.
Yeah,
no camera tonight. You off camera?
yeah.
Everything's-
I'm sitting here working, so I'm not really looking at the screen or anything. So I figured I wouldn't be on camera, but yeah. So that image that you showed, what did she say? Defeating? Did that say devil or evil?
The evil, defeating the evil.
Oh,
Actually, yeah, defeating the devil. You're right. It did
Hang
say
on one
defeating the
second.
devil. Okay. Well, Nick got stuck in traffic. He's on a work call. So let's bring in Moff Rissman and Knee Pain. What is going on,
Hello there.
my friends?
Howdy.
Yeah. Hey, how we doing, gentlemen?
Doing
Everybody
well.
having a good
doing
week?
well.
How's everything
Yes.
going?
Almost over. That's always the best time. It's almost over.
I need it to end.
One more day.
One more day, and I get a long weekend. Finally.
Yes, me too. Me
Might
too.
even get a couple of weather days here, which I need the time to be able to get ahead at work, for sure. So that would be good. I've been coming home exhausted on empty about every day. So this is just a very busy season for me. I would say it's probably the busiest I might have ever been. Maybe since I coached high school basketball. I don't know. I'm there. So, but I hope everything's going well with you guys. Let's see. Ted's Nerd World sends in a 99-cent super sticker. Most of you already know what it is. Thanks, Ted. You the man. Appreciate you. We got Venger with a 10-pound super chat towards the end of the last episode of what's SC?
Skeleton Crew.
Oh, that. Oh, Skeleton Crew. I'd have the pirate ship crash into the tower where Jod was and explode, but leave it open as to whether Jod died in the explosion or escaped somehow. Okay, we'll get into the ending of the show tonight and discuss that. But Venger, that's a cool thought. Thank you for sharing that, sir. Let's see. Rogue Sarge with a 1999 super chat. Good evening, everyone at EBN. Bobby F. What is up, brother? Good to see you. Been missing you. Hope that you enjoyed Skeleton Crew. I don't know if you did or not. If you watched it, I hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, I hope that you loved hating it. You know, it's whatever you need for fulfillment. I hope you got it. Thank you, Rogue Sarge, for sending in that 1999 super chat. And then Graph Web with a $2 super chat. The one super chat that happens here that I just break. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus. One day. But thank you so much, Graph Web. We appreciate that very much. Knee Pain called it. Knee Pain knew that chat was going to happen, and there it is. Mataween has been a member with us for 33 months. He says, shoot my boogies. I enjoyed SC. What is
Skeleton Crew.
Oh,
Still Skeleton
thanks.
Crew.
My bad. I thought we moved on. Okay. I enjoyed Skeleton Crew 7 out of 10. The finale was maybe a little rushed, but still entertaining. Season 2 might be fun, but okay, if it doesn't happen, bring on Andor Season 2. So thank you guys for all of those chats. Matt Dewey, we'll talk about that specifically in just a moment ourselves.
Can I throw in something?
Yeah.
I think what we need to do is I want to get a screen grab of when GraphWeb puts up, whenever you put up a super chat, and turn that into a nice big vector. And that, because that would make, because he does the same thing on every channel. GraphWeb, can we put that on a t-shirt?
We did put it on
We
a
did.
t-shirt.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Like
We
just
did.
the way it looks already a super chat. Oh man.
Well,
We put it on a t-shirt in several t-shirt stores, right?
I
Coach?
mean, apparently, T Public found out that we were fence riders and they nuked our merch store.
We've not had the best luck with the merch store.
Yeah,
Ah.
the merch store. I'm done with the merch store. I just can't do it. Nick,
We'll just get somebody else to do it.
Nick is taking care of it, just like he's taking care of our next documentary. That, anyways, if you've been around here for a long time, you know, it's probably not ever going to happen. But, you know, who knows? Oh, wow. We got some other things happening here. Jedi Master Lawrence gifted 10 Echo Base Network memberships. Thank you so much, Jedi Master Lawrence. We're talking about little old Star Wars that so few people are talking about. And you know, some people are loving it. Some people are hating it. Some people, whatever, kind of lukewarm in the middle. But here we are with 143 people in chat and people still getting gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Debbie Young sends 10 Echo Base Network memberships. So thank you for that as well. Y'all are absolutely awesome. Angelina Serini says, Coach Nick, I'm just worried you guys don't like the picture. I love the picture. And yes, it does say defeating the devil. Yeah, you go show the devil what's up, girl. Appreciate that. Dino's Reviews. I don't know what happened at the end of Skeleton Crew, but I do know it leads to Han being a deadbeat dad, Luke drinking green milk, and Leia being Mary Poppins in space. You're not wrong. You're that's kind of a downer, but it's reality. You're not wrong at all. Veritech 2000, member for 9 months. If a fake Star Wars show ends and no one is around to watch it, did it really even happen? Yes. No, Disney Star Wars isn't real Star Wars. Okay. That's to each his own. I don't even fully, I neither agree nor disagree with that statement. There's some of it I'm with you and some of it I don't, but it comes down to personal opinion and preference and whatever you like. That's fine with me. I don't lose sleep at night over anybody liking or disliking anything. It's cool with me. Whatever you want to do, I'm good. But at the same time, you can't make me do nothing. I'm going to like what I like and not like what I don't like. And I don't have to answer that, you know, to anyone, and neither do you. So that's the beauty of it all. So, gentlemen, let's talk about that finale. We're going to have pop-ins for our Grandmasters and Jedi Master members in about 20 minutes. So we're going to open it up. Let's start it off with Rissman, and then we'll move over to Knee Pain. You guys watched the finale. To be fair, I watched it today. Okay. Didn't have time to do it on Tuesday. Didn't even think about it yesterday. So I just got around to it today. So I'm not even going to start with my own thoughts. I've been talking enough. Rissman, we'll go to you. We'll go over to Knee Pain, and then we'll go to me, and then we'll let Nick nuke it because that's just what Nick's going to do, and I hope that he does. All right? Rissman.
Yeah, so I mean, no surprise what I'm going to say, right? For me, I found it to be a very consistent finale for how they portrayed the whole season, right? This season has always been sort of from the kids' perspective. So the way they positioned the finale and sort of how they found out things and what they did with their parents and how they approached Jod, I think was super consistent with the way that the story went. You know, and I know there's been some stuff online about, you know, no flashback, no cameo, you know, what did they do? It should have been longer. For me, this is one of those things where I don't think they needed a cameo, and I don't think they needed a flashback, and apparently neither did John Watts or Chris Ford, because in an interview today, they said they considered it, and they said when you think about it from the kid's standpoint, flashback wouldn't have meant anything, right? So what Jod said about his backstory was enough, you know, in the grand scheme of things, and they left it specifically open-ended, right? What happens to Jod? What happens on the planet? You know, where do they go from here from a society standpoint? They wanted to leave it with us thinking about it, and that's exactly what they did. So for me, it was fine. I found the whole series was fine for me. Right, I give it probably at a 7.5 for the whole series.
Okay. All right, we'll circle over to Knee Pain, and then when we come back, you know, does this mean anything moving forward? Are we going to see the return of any of these characters, this planet? You know, is this going to be a piece of the puzzle to Filoni moving forward? I have no idea. I think my expectations for it's kind of low, but Knee Pain, your thoughts on the finale and the show as a whole?
5.5 out of 10. You
dirty shill.
I am tough on it because I really thought there was potential for them to do much better because it's Star Wars. I have a high expectation. And I think their explanation, the little story behind why Jod's an a-hole was half-assed. It's like, I watched my master be killed, so I became a pirate and I execute people. Really? You know, I just played Fallen Order. He watched his master die. He didn't turn into a scoundrel and a pirate and had, you know, executed people and turned to robbing. Right? What was that was your motivation? To turn into a terrible person because you watched your master? You disrespected your masters, what your master tried to teach you? I thought it was terrible. I thought it was absolutely phoned in. I thought definitely the whole series is rushed. I think just in the end, I mean, like, yeah, okay, so the Republic showed up. I don't know. They could have done something like at the very end, had one of the ships land. You know, the Republic come out and meet the people of Aden and had just like a nice shot of 2 or 3 people walking down the ramp in Jedi robes, like silhouette. You can't tell who they are. And just like the look on Wynn's face, like he finally got to see a real Jedi. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. I thought there was so much more they could have done. I don't think that's so much the filmmaker's fault as it is the people that run the organization have tendency just to run things very half-ass. And the thing I know from experience is that when you have scripts that are too long, when they're trying to keep a certain time, when I saw the show come up and it said 40 minutes, I'm like, no, I'm already kind of disappointed. I think they probably had more written and they're like, oh, it's a kid's show, so we have to keep it short, and they probably cut out a lot. And when the ship crashed, you know, they found KB and it was full of Republic credits. I mean, correct me wrong, I don't remember a shot where they loaded credits onto that ship.
Mm-mm. No.
So it just felt like a lot was probably storyboard and scripted, and it was left out. And I felt that overall they disrespected characters that they had built some potential around. And that's why.
I got you.
And I don't hate it. See, Acolyte, I don't think there's anything that could have saved it. I think there was potential here for something that could have been a lot better. And that's why I give the score I do.
If you want to give it a sports analogy, which I tend to do every time around, I said that I thought that this show would be a base hit. Nothing great. Just going to be something, I guess, solid. Doesn't bring more people to Star Wars. More and more people are leaving, I think. Interest is waning, you know, year by year. But after watching the entire season, I don't think it was a base hit. I think it was more like a bunt.
I kind of feel like they cared less about the show than we do. Like, you know what? No one's going to care anyway, so we're just, why try? Honestly.
You know, one thing that I was a little like perplexed in terms of Jude Law's character. You know, I'm okay with it being mysterious in the beginning.
Yes.
They kind of sold him being a pretty decent guy, maybe like a little bit more of a scoundrel than a Han Solo.
I do like the misdirection early on where they kind of sold in the teaser like he was going to be a partner with the kids, help them fight against whoever the antagonist was. And I was like, okay, you kind of surprised me. I appreciate that.
And that's what I was kind of expecting. And honestly, I think I was kind of hoping that maybe. Because when the show ends and he's fully bad, he's fully pirate, I don't know. Like, I think I had a hard time buying that at the end. Yeah, I was almost anticipating him showing just a degree of goodness at the end. Maybe just a tinge, and he didn't.
Something to end, like, because you don't win. Obviously, Wynn and Neil looked up to the Jedis to have that hero moment of that Jedi in front of them that they didn't get to witness.
He wasn't a Jedi. He was a pirate the whole time. I mean, what you're struggling with is exactly the point, right? We were seeing it the whole time from the children's perspective.
And that's why I thought maybe they end if they had like introduced Jedi, like just coming on the ramp and the kids like, oh my gosh, real Jedi. They got their heroes, they got saved.
The only real Jedi that exists at this time is Luke.
Yeah.
Well,
it could have been Luke silhouette, who knows?
That we know of.
Yeah.
But Ahsoka's still around, but she's not a Jedi. I mean, I get it.
And Jod was never really a Padawan, right? He was a discarded child. He was never brought to the Jedi Temple, right? He was a discarded child struggling to survive, and the Jedi happened to find him right around the time of Order 66, right? So there was no, they just had enough time, I think, to start forming a bond, and then ostensibly Inquisitors came, or somebody came and killed that Jedi in front of him, and he knew all the Jedi. He knew all the rest. He knew about Order 66. He knew what happened, and so yeah, he chose a path that was pirate from the get-go.
Yeah.
Right. He played the kids. He played us as the audience until the very end. Now, when they were in the supervisor tower, he could have killed all of them at any time he wanted to. Could have killed the parents. Could have killed the kids. He didn't need any of them. Right. But he didn't do that.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right. So,
well, did we see what happened to Jod? Like, I'm trying. I didn't go back and watch, but it's like we didn't see him get arrested. We didn't see him actually escape. Like, I don't know.
That'll be a flashback in season 2.
And that's one of the things that kind of like bothered me too. Is like you can kind of teaser what we could expect if they did a second season, which I don't think they will. So.
Well, and the rumor is they intend to use these characters. No surprise. Some of these characters in Filoni's movie. Right. The position of this planet is very close to Dathomir. It's very close to Mandalore. Again, it's not a surprise, no secret, right? And so I think if we have an opportunity to see At, and again, maybe the New Republic sets up a base there, right? And we have a little mix of, you know what I mean, Rangers of the New Republic and some other things. My money is on no season 2. My money is on seeing some amount of these characters again, potentially in Filoni's movie. So yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at with that.
Well, I didn't give it my overall score. What did you give it, Richmond?
Oh, I didn't give. So for the finale, I enjoyed the finale, and I thought they did a good job with it. Probably the finale for me is an 8. It's one of the stronger episodes.
Right, but the show as a whole?
The show as a whole, I'm right 7.5.
7.5. Knee-Pain gave the show as a whole a 5.5. I've been pretty consistent, I think, giving the show episode to episode about a 6 to a 7 in that range. Maybe it's just because I kind of really lost interest as time went on. I am having a hard time saying I would say that the show is a 6. But a 5 I think is too low. I don't want to be like Knee-Pain. I mean, I do want to be like Knee-Pain. But I don't want to copy Knee-Pain because people just be like, you're just copying Knee-Pain.
5.75.
That's it. Yeah, that is it. That's literally the next words out of my mouth. You got it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to give it, a 5.75. Hell, I'll give it a 5.99 if anybody needs that. Not quite a 6, but really close. That's where I'm at. Does that have to do with... I mean, there's going to be people that are like, what's your objective reasons for doing that? Well, there is no such thing as objectivity. It's all a matter of your opinion. Is the Acolyte and all the trash that came before it, does it have something to do with me giving it a 5.75 if you think that's too high of a score? Maybe. I don't know. It's possible, I guess. But if 5.75... before people freak out and bring the pitchforks, Nick.
I didn't care anything about this show. I fell asleep in the last couple episodes trying to watch them. I found it extremely boring, uninteresting. Overall, I give the show a 3. I just don't care anything about it. Now, I will say this. In this last episode, I thought one of the coolest shots in the entire show was in this last episode. Well, not the B-Wings. I like seeing the B-Wings. But I don't know what the hell the little tri-laser thing is.
I know. That was some Star Trek, man.
I was like, what is this? That's B-Wings don't have that kind of
seen
weapon.
that in Picard.
They debuted that feature. They call it a tri-laser, I think, in Rebels. Right, so there is precedent for that. It's the first time we've seen it in live action, but there was a particular kind of B-wing that they focused on in Rebels. It's a long time now, but they did that with the lasers.
The B-wing with the phasers, got it.
Yeah,
with the tri-laser.
No phasers.
Not phasers.
But the pirate ship when it was came down for a landing, and then you kind of saw it over the town, and all the kind of lights were coming off of it, and all the people in the town and stuff and in the neighborhood and stuff are looking up at it. Like that shot right there, I thought looked really good. And I like seeing the B-wings and all that sort of stuff. But overall, I will never watch this show again. If it wasn't for this channel, I would have never watched it in the first place. And yeah, I found it to be very, very uninteresting. It barely hold my attention. And we'll see what the next crap is that they come out with. Hopefully it's better than this, or at least
Andor
more
season 2
interesting.
is what's coming next.
Season 2 of the Skeleton Crew?
Andor.
Andor. Okay, yeah. I think Andor season 2 might have some potential, possibly. There could. I think I'll probably like it more than Skeleton Crew, for sure. Hopefully I like it more than season 1, because season 1, oh man, that was hard for me to get through. Plus it was releasing at 2 a.m.
I think that was our main. To me, that was our main issue.
Yeah,
we're trying to watch Andor at release at 2:00 a.m.
Yeah,
on work days, work nights.
Yeah,
I'm having to get up and go teach all day. Just a few hours later. I wasn't ready for that. That was brutal, and it was a little slower in the beginning. It sped up, and I think it got pretty good. I really do. I think I am going to watch Andor again before season 2 begins.
Oh, there's no way.
I can't say that about a bunch of Star Wars. Yeah. Not Disney Star Wars. If they ever do a Mandalorian 3 or 4, I'm not going to go back and watch 3. That's guaranteed.
Yeah. I did I showed my niece and nephew real Star Wars while they were here, and they got some lightsabers that you can put together and make into like a double lightsaber. So my brother's wife's been sending me pictures of them with their lightsabers running around. So I got them on the good Star Wars. Nobody in my family, none of my nieces, nephews, nobody said anything about Skeleton Crew or upcoming Andor season 2. No Star Wars talk at all, other than original George Lucas Star Wars.
I hear you. Okay. So, Nick, if you'll go ahead and get pop-ins ready,
all right.
I will take us through these member chats and super chats real quick, and we'll go ahead and pop in our people, and we'll see what they had to say about it. Jedi Master Lawrence, like we already said, gifted 10 Echo Base Network memberships. You are the best. Thank you very much, Erica, for that. Debbie Young also gifted 10 Echo Base Network memberships. Debbie, you are also the best, Mama Bear. We appreciate you for that very, very much. Let's see. Ted's Nerd World, member for 48 months. EBN Thursday Greatness, Nick, Coach, Risman, Knee Pain, and Derek Anderson. Always a good time. Thanks. Our pleasure. As this week comes to an end, the challenge for us moving forward is going to be, what are we going to talk about starting next week? It won't be Star Wars all the time. This is when we're going to start talking about other things. Some people won't be interested in that. We totally get it. When it's a Star Wars season, we'll be back talking Star Wars, but we are not going to be Star Wars all the time on the live streams. There will be other things that we're going to be talking about for sure. Like my brother likes to say, I'm Star Wars to the death. My brother from California with the Malcolm X hat on. I'm Star Wars to the death. Let's go.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Nothing. I was just telling everybody how this Star Wars season has now ended, and it's next week. It's going to be time to talk about other things.
How you doing,
guys
Derek?
talk about what's your name?
I caught
yet?
your
Embo.
No, we haven't talked about Embo yet.
We have not talked about Embo. No.
Oh man.
How are you doing? First of all,
I'm
good,
dude,
man.
I caught your stream the other night, and you went. I get it. I think I'm the one that actually put that person in time up. Man, you went. You had a tirade. You're probably
Hang
still
on.
That
tired
guy
from
got
that
me
one.
hot,
I don't know
man.
what that's
That
about.
was
I was
hot.
talking about the fires and everything.
Well, this was a
Oh,
fire
yeah.
in Derek's stream.
Yeah. Nah, it was a guy. Man, there was a goon in the chat that was acting up. I got upset. I got out of character. I normally don't get
It's
that
been
upset.
happening
Oh,
with me
and-
lately.
On your stream?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Well,
on
I've never
Nightcap.
seen anybody get under your skin.
Yeah, this guy got under my skin, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was it was frustrating, but
Well, I
um
learned never treat a kid like they're an adult.
I don't know how old this guy is, but it seemed like he was like a kid. But he said he was older.
Dude.
He said he's my
Yeah.
age, and I was like, "You can't be talking like this." We're talking about the whole situation with, with Falcon, Captain America, and
Uh-huh.
we kind of got into this little, advertising that Marvel is putting out there with the books and for little kids, trying to, push a race angle. A hero looks like you. I was, bringing that up, and the panelists and everybody was talking about it, but this guy was just in the chat just acting up, so I just kind of went in on him. I shouldn't have did that. I should have just kept my cool. But thank you for timing him out, Knee Pain. I appreciate that. I didn't even he just disappeared, and I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Oh, in regards to the fires, everything's cool. I'm about 20 miles away from the closest fire
Right.
that we
okay.
had.
Can you
So,
smell it
yeah.
in the air where you're at, though, still?
Oh man, tons of ash and smoke in the air. Ash every day on my car, and when I go outside, and it's just a nice new layer of ash that I have to wash off, and then next morning it's going to be the exact same thing. And I have a few friends that have had their homes destroyed, of course, which is devastating for anybody to have to go through that. I don't wish that on anybody. Just to have your entire, not just your house, everyone that lives in your neighborhood, like all of these homes are just completely destroyed. Families are now living in hotels, trying to figure out what's their next move. Just imagine like everybody on your whole block, and it's gone. It's gone. It's devastating. So my heart goes out to everybody that's dealing with that. But yeah, other than that, things cool.
Well, good. Glad to
Yeah.
hear that. You want to give any quick thoughts about Skeleton Crew finale? What did you give it? What do you give the series as a whole? We're going to have pop-ins here in just a second where people are going to be coming in saying the same thing. Just to catch you up, Rispin gave it the series, I believe, a 7.5 out of 10. Knee Pain gave the series a 5.5. I gave it a 5.75 because Knee Pain told me to. Nick gave it a 3 out of 10.
It's the same as it was. It's a 6.5 for me. It's the exact same score. It hasn't really changed. I think it might have dropped down to like a 6 or a 5.5 at some point. But it kind of raised itself back up. It's okay. It's an okay series. It's not terrible. You can get through it. You can watch it. It's not The Acolyte bad. There's good dialogue. There's some humorous moments. Overall, as a series, I think it's just, it's good. Again, nothing I'll go back and watch again. I'm never going to watch this series ever again. But in terms of, characters, I thought the Jod character kind of became interesting. Took him a while, but, maybe around episode 6, 7, I forget which episode it was, where he kind of showed his true nature. I thought that was cool. I thought that was a good character, kind of a switch for him. And I enjoyed the ending. Lots of action, kind of a, ticking clock scenarios in a certain way. And it was fun. I just don't know what this does for the franchise. Obviously, nobody's watching it, so I don't think it does anything for the franchise. I don't think it elevates Star Wars back into the cultural zeitgeist where people are talking about it. I didn't think a show like this would have did that anyway, but if Star Wars was in a healthier place, I think this show comes off better, and it's probably a little bit more palatable. But there are some, you're now it feels like you're watching Star Wars with a kind of a overly critical eye because you're hoping things start getting better, and you're kind of and I don't like watching Star Wars like that. I just want to be able to watch a show and just take it in.
But to be
now I
fair,
found
that's how
myself
you're
like-
going to watch it.
What's
Because
that?
it's Disney. That's how you're going to have to watch it for a while, though, because it's Disney Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping Andor season 2 kind of washes, the negative taste of Star Wars out of my mouth, and we get back to some actual quality storytelling. But then after that, I guess, it's Mando the movie, right? It's Mando and Grogu.
Embo.
After
It's
that.
Embo the
Oh,
movie.
Lord.
Embo the movie, Derek.
Embo, yeah,
Embo the
Embo,
movie.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's something I didn't see coming. Embo as the villain of the movie, like what?
That's our next Star Wars movie. We didn't make a video on that. We hadn't made a video in like a month. Wow.
Yeah,
That is the return to the movie theater for Star Wars.
and it sounds like an episode of the Clone Wars. Like
It does.
that's what we're doing. It just sounds like a random episode of the Clone Wars. I know they did a movie about it as well. Like put that in the
That's
first
right.
one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, this is what we're doing.
Now they have said that that coin is coming back to play a part of the Imperial Remnant, right? So I don't think they're totally doing away with some Imperial Remnant, and we saw the AT-ATs and the Snowtroopers and some of the rest of it. So, I'm just finding it personally a little hard to understand why I should care about Rada and what he might know or have or need, or the whole Rada business and Embo against Mando. It definitely sounds like they took season 4 and made it a movie. If there was ever a guess, I think this is probably confirming that that's the truth. But who the best part about it is, who voices Embo, right? It's Dave Filoni.
Yeah, Filoni. Yeah.
So
He's trying to make that
movie.
jump from directing to voice acting now. He realized he wasn't doing very good after Ahsoka. It's like, got to find a new career.
He's trying to make all the money he can before he's out of a job.
Well, hopefully they
So
don't have
this
to
is-
pay him that much, right? Maybe it's a cost savings. We're like, okay, we'll use Embo. You could voice him again, right? As much as the voice even doesn't sound like Filoni, right? But still, he does voice Embo.
All very
I don't
interesting.
understand. Like this is your return to the cinema. After it's going to be a 7-year hiatus at that point. In the 7-year hiatus, 6.5, whatever you want to call it. This is what you're coming back with. I don't think the audiences are going to care. I think everybody's kind of done with Star Wars at this point. You got to come back with a bang. I mean, you got to like drop in a major, huge movie, and this just doesn't feel like it at all.
Bro, their last movie was somehow Palpatine returned. And now they're coming back with this after that?
Rada the Hutt.
Well, this is a terrible idea.
And by the way, I know it's been presented as a rumor, the whole Rada Embo thing. It's not a rumor. It is true. This is the plot. This is absolutely the plot.
Oh boy. All right, let's get through these member chats and super chats. We got people already waiting to pop in. Thank you guys for your patience. Scott Westbrook gifted 5 EBN memberships. That's like 35 gifted memberships tonight. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate that. Thank you, Scott. You are the man, brother. Felix Quiros, member for 45 months. Felix, we've been missing you, man. 45 months with EBN and counting. I give Skeleton Crew a 7 out of 10. I like the X-Wing, the B-Wing, the CR-90 Corvette battle sequence. My daughter loved the series. Her favorite character was KB. Mine was SM-33. I thought they killed SM-33 in the last week's episode. He came back today, literally holding his own head.
Well, KB fixed him, right? KB reattached his cables.
Yes, I stand corrected. You're absolutely correct.
Well, we didn't see her do it though, right? Again, we
It was
see him
implied.
put
It was something off screen. It was.
Yeah, just
she's,
like we didn't
I'm
see
trying
the-
to fix. Yeah, I got
just
you.
like we didn't see him put the credits in the ship. We didn't see her fix him, but she fixed him.
Lord. Okay. But thank you so much, Felix. We appreciate that very much. Chris Moore with a big $50 Canadian super chat. Thank you so much, Chris. Wow. It says, when it comes to Skeleton Crew, if you look the series through the lens of Treasure Island, Treasure Planet plot lines, it starts to make sense why it goes the way it goes. Characters and story beats. Jod is John Silver, kids are James Hawkins, etc. They do that. I mean, that's what stories do. They take aspects of other stories and then they retell them. We've heard Goonies 1,000 times. There was one episode, I swear I was watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That's kind of what they do. And they've talked about it too. Like George Lucas had things that inspired him. So like those Japanese films and the World War II films. So we're going to take inspiration from things too. Sometimes it might be the very things George was inspired by. Other times it might be something else, like what you're saying right here. That very well could be the case. Chris, that's a great idea, great thought. Thank you very much for the big $50 super chat. We're keeping the lights on next month at EBN. Thank you, sir. Chevy Sloan, I wanted to comment on this one. Chevy, thank you so much for being here and posting this in chat. What's the point? We can't even enjoy good Star Wars. We just nitpick everything so hard because we hate not only Star Wars but ourselves. I was so happy to watch this episode, and y'all kill joy. Nobody's here telling you that you shouldn't enjoy the show, and if you do, that is awesome. Matt Rissman did enjoy the show a lot. He hates to see it go, but he understands it. We're kind of lukewarm about it, and then Nick wants to kill it a bloody murder death. That we're pretty well balanced here. So, but if you enjoyed it, that is awesome. That's really all I wanted to say about that. We're not telling you that you shouldn't. Let's see. Darth Maul's lower half. Star Wars Celebration comes a week before Andor. What are the dates?
Is
Andor is
that
Like
April
the 17th, 18th, and 19th, or something like that.
And April-
19th.
and-
It's. I'll be there. I'm going actually.
You're going, and Rissman's going, I believe.
I'm not going.
yeah.
Okay, you're not going this time. So
It's in Japan this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally
I
not-
gotta.
Sadly,
with my
there's not
son.
enough reason to go. I hate to say it. It's not enough reason to go.
Japan isn't enough reason to go. It's the.
I mean, if
18th
I want to
through
go to
the 20th.
Japan, I'll go to Japan and forget about Celebration. Right? I'm saying it's not enough reason to go to Celebration.
Oh, okay, got
well,
you. Yeah,
our
just
chat
one
will
thing,
be
yeah.
our chat might not like this. I don't know. Me and Nick have not even discussed it. Typically during Star Wars Celebration, we live stream the entire thing.
No.
I don't know if we will this year.
It's going to depend on what the schedule looks like. Like, what are they going to be presenting?
Yeah.
Andor is going to be out. It's already going to be in. So, if Andor is good and it's bringing some hype,
We're going to
Well,
get more announcements of things that will never happen.
I
Right.
think Derek Andor is the 22nd. So what I expect is going to happen is
Oh.
Celebration's the weekend before. So I
Yeah.
suspect anyone who goes to Celebration will see the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 episodes of Andor
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? And then they'll decide we're going to put it out early. You know what they do. But it's
Right.
supposed to be the week after that. So I think that's their boondoggle, right? They're going to be talking about Andor. They're going to be talking about Mando and Grogu, and they'll probably make some of these other announcements. But I don't think Ahsoka season 2 will even be. Well, Ahsoka season 2, maybe there's something they can talk about. That's going to be April
might
this
start
year
shooting.
filming.
Are they
So,
shooting that this year? Are they going to start filming?
I think in April. I think Nick had it on some authority that's been since corroborated that Ahsoka
Yeah.
season 2 is an April start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say, yeah, it is in April. I can't remember the dates, but yeah. Yeah, they're supposed to start filming in April for Ahsoka season 2.
Mhm.
Well, I hate to say it. I don't anticipate enjoying Ahsoka.
No.
I don't think. I mean, if I had to guess, I don't think it's going to be really good. I was very unhappy with the first season when it ended, and the episodes leading up to the conclusion. To be fair, I say it every time, so I'm transparent. I did enjoy a lot the first 2 episodes, and I even liked the 3rd episode. But after that, it was kind of straight down the pipes for me. But I am at least interested to watch it and see what happens. I will say that. I'm more interested to watch Ahsoka season 2, having not even been a fan of the first season, than I was in terms of my interest level for Skeleton Crew and The Acolyte and some of these other things. So I'm looking forward to that, I suppose.
Well, and Coach, the other thing about streaming Celebration is remember they're 14 hours ahead of us,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
I mean, to stream during Celebration coverage, there's a
This is true.
the overlap would be weird, right? Would be a weird overlap.
Yeah, and when we did it last time, we were like all day long from like 8 a.m. to like 7 at night. I think we did like a 14-hour stream one of those days.
And that was only a 5 or a 6 hour time difference, right? So just think about it. Think about it magnified, right?
Nick
right now
happens
it's-
to be up at that time, so Nick will be taking you home through Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah.
Scott Westbrook, some of us live in the past before the dark times. Love EBN. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Felix Kiros also gifted 5 Echo Base Network memberships. My gosh, that's a lot of members tonight, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to have free memberships on the next stream if you guys keep up. Like, there's not enough people here to take all these memberships.
They were just one right after the other. I was watching in the chat. I was like, gracious. I mean, 3 in a row. It's crazy.
Yep. Greg E writes in and says, unfortunately, there are few people left who care. I agree.
Yeah, it's less and less people.
Well, and you have to also gauge your own care. Like, my care is significantly lower than it's been in a while.
Oh yeah.
Like but again, if you're enjoying it, that's awesome. So that's great. It is now time for pop-ins. We ready to do this, gentlemen?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We're going to bring in the person
I'll
who's
be
been
right
waiting. Okay, sure. The person who's been waiting back there the longest, John Graber and some girl.
On your dad's birth, basically.
John Graber and some girl.
Some girl. I'm a girl.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, whoa. Twins. Okay. All right.
Twins, Basil. Twins.
So we have the trifecta here, and we also have our brother, Mataween. What's going on, everybody?
What's happening, y'all?
Likes me here.
How is it? Oh. Whoa! Why did I
hear? I hear them. I hear them. I was looking down, but I heard them. I heard the cackle.
Go back if you want.
It's all good. Oh my goodness. Okay.
The
So.
sultry voice.
I'm watching your TV and it's
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my face is fat.
my health year.
All right, you three. What did y'all think about Skeleton Crew? I heard a rumor that father and daughter really enjoyed this show, and
I
that
did.
made it kind of special.
10 out of 10. I do like it. And my kids liked it. And I thought, and like Dad said, it was, what did you say? Between Peter Pan and
Yeah, I said Peter
Pirates
Pan,
of the Caribbean.
Pirates, and Breakfast Club.
Oh, Breakfast
Yep,
Club.
mhm,
Yes.
yep.
Look at that. The camera's right there, but I keep
Yep.
doing
Look at
this and then the TV.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it, though. Like, absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I agree.
It
Well,
was
good.
fun. And I would say,
It
I
kept
would
you on
go,
your toes.
I would say if they ever do anything else, like a season 2, my thought, just my own personal thought, is Jod goes to jail. Wim wants to find a Jedi and we'll break him out. And then they need a crew and they'll all be together again. That'd be my pitch.
Yeah.
My pitch would be no season 2.
Whatever, hater.
Oh, you're a hater?
He can't. He's
0
not.
out of
He's
10.
not like a total hater because he's got a bad ass. He's got a better car than I got. I can't say nothing against Nick.
I didn't totally hate it. I gave it a 3 out of 10. It got 3 points.
It's better than a 1. I mean,
You
it did go
dirty
up a little
shield,
bit.
Nick. You dirty fence riding shield. I swear.
It did
You
go
gave
up.
it a
Nick,
3.
you didn't enjoy it at all. Nothing.
No, I fell asleep during some of the last 2 episodes.
You're not supposed to drink
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
uh,
No,
That's coming from Megan.
I honestly just
True.
did find it. There was nothing interesting. It didn't pull me in at all. It just, it
really?
There
no,
wasn't enough young girls.
Because it didn't ruin anything else. It was just a fun.
no,
show.
no. Yeah, I'm that was the thing. It wasn't like lore breaking. Just hot trash garbage that just breaks a lot of George Lucas Star Wars stuff. It was just kind of I don't know. I think I'm jaded on a lot of Disney Star Wars stuff.
I think you are jaded.
After all the crap that they've given us. Maybe if I was like 5 years old back in the day, maybe I would have liked the show more. But
I am 29 and I enjoy it. So now I feel stabbed.
Yeah.
30. Oh yeah, Mataween, it's my dirty 30. You gotta come hang out with us.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I just haven't told you.
GraberCon.
yeah,
Oh,
What?
maybe that's when GraberCon used to happen. There it is.
There it is.
What,
GraberCon
in
2025.
Indiana?
GraberCon.
Yeah, y'all plan
Dirty 30.
whatever that's. Yeah.
Are you guys South Indianapolis or North Indianapolis?
North.
No,
2 hours north.
Okay.
We'll pick
How
you
do
up if
yeah.
needed.
How do you feel
Right.
about go-kart racing?
Oh yeah.
That would
good
kick
part
your ass.
racing.
no matter what. Wow, that was a
You
stab.
have like 28.
Oh, because I believe I asked you. At one
All right.
point.
Anything else relevant to say?
I think I do hope
I guess she'll be borrowing Connor's, right?
Yeah, I hope as it goes, the ratings go, or more people watch, and they do a second season. I really, really do.
Bench seat. My favorite.
That's my take. How about you? We're talking here.
What'd you say?
We're still talking about.
I'm saying how much I like bench seats, but what
How much do you like Skeleton Crew?
Oh, 10 out of 10.
Because Richmond's gonna mute us here pretty soon.
Richmond,
It's going to happen in T-10. That's why I said anything else relevant to say.
You have 2 blondes. Oh, 3 blondes.
you
Wait a
mute
minute
us all
here.
the time.
You know what? Megan said that's the darkest I've seen your hair in a lot. Now I'm like freaked out.
All right, next.
So wait, who's going to,
Yeah, keep it rolling.
ICC? And what is it? May? May.
Yeah.
Who's going?
Coach is out. I know that, right?
Are you kidding me?
I'm out.
Take my ticket out. I ain't going.
Too soon.
I can't hear the sultry voice. I'm out.
I have no reason to go now. Is
Uh,
Gary Sonar going, Richmond? Or whoever was with him? I don't even know who was with him.
I might go up there for.
Oh, it was Nick, wasn't it? I know your voice. I can't
Yeah.
see you, but
Yeah, I'm not on camera because I'm sitting here working. But yeah, I might go. I'm still gonna get us passes. So regardless whether we go, just in case, and there's a small chance Coach might just drive up for the day, maybe.
That's true.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
Nope.
rude.
But
Why am I
Who's the
no?
one that also needs a girlfriend? Because I know I was on the prowl for a girlfriend. But
You
it
were
had
on
to have
the
been,
prowl for a
yeah,
girlfriend?
not for me personally, but for
Like,
Gary,
I'm right
Gary
here,
with
honey.
one R. I think Nick, you're single too, aren't you?
yeah.
So
Oh.
maybe you got to go with Nick.
Oh, you're a
I don't
wing
know.
woman that night? I it's fuzzy to me. The whole
I
thing
was.
is
You were
fuzzy to me.
sleeping.
All right, Mattuine, let's go. Can't keep doing this.
Why are we like that?
Oh,
Oh, this is
Yeah, I
so
don't know. I
funny.
don't know.
There we go.
Mattuine.
hey, yo, what's
How
happening?
dare you give it a 7 out of 10, you shill?
Oh man, it's kind of getting sore riding that fence. I had to pick a side.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Coach
Yeah.
knows all about
Get a little
that.
chase.
Yeah, I've been
Get a
riding
little
the
chase.
fence.
Yeah, DA.
You're not
Little
wearing the
chase.
right kind of pants.
Those
Yeah,
letters
I guess
don't
so.
work out.
Some military fatigues might help.
Need
I
some
don't know.
dungarees or something.
And some Carhartt. Carhartts are really strong.
Yeah, double stitched. Yeah, you know what? It's pretty cool. And another little cool thing I found out about it, kind of digging into the episodes last night, was looking at IMDb. Do you guys know who John Hodgman is?
I don't.
I know.
I do not.
I'm surprised Richmond doesn't, but he's a humorist, author, actor, kind of a comedian actor. He does some cameos here and there and some voice acting. But I found out he also has a podcast called Judge John Hodgman, where his listeners call in, like a husband and wife will have a dispute, and he has to listen to the case. Well, he was the voice actor for the pirate during like Jod's pirate trial. So I thought that was pretty cool. He was kind of like a bailiff, like a court actor, so to speak. He's a big Star Wars fan. He's kind of an insider, with a lot of the comedian type actors there in Hollywood. So
I don't
I
know.
thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, pretty good show. The finale, they all of a sudden they jump to Wim's all of a sudden up the elevator, and his dad says he's a level 7 computer expert. All he does is push a button. I expected a little bit more fleshing out to get him from point A to B to C. But they sort of jumped over it, assuming that they got there and did what they needed to do. Maybe they just ran out of budget or ran out of time and took some shortcuts. But as a kid, I could kind of put myself into like a 8-9-year-old kid watching that show and enjoy it. I think it was.
If you look at it closely, Mattuine, he basically turned it off and turned it back on again because he flipped the same switches back and forth and then he pressed the button.
Right. That's exactly what that works 9 out of 10 times. You just
Exactly.
turn it off and turn it on again.
Just turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just start hitting it.
Yeah. Well, KB did that several times. She just she did the Arthur Fonzarelli to the
Yep.
core.
But
So
Han did it.
No, Han didn't. Well, you just punched something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Season 2. Look, they got to be thinking about what's beyond the Mando movie or the Embo movie. They got to be thinking beyond that, and there nothing else seems to be happening. I mean, they can say all they want to say. What's beyond that, we don't know. TV shows, we're not hearing anything. Maybe we'll hear about that at Celebration this year. Maybe we'll hear some more ideas. But something's going to happen in 26 and 27. Other than Ahsoka. So maybe we'll get a season 2. We'll revisit these kids after they've been exposed to the galaxy for a couple of years, and
they finally got to see the stars.
They got to see the stars, and who knows? Maybe they'll hook up with Grogu or Luke. Pull in some of those people. That's what nobody's going to go watch. Just another new show. I mean, a few of us will, but I mean, the general public wants to see the people they know, and they're not going to get excited unless they see that kind of stuff. I don't think.
See, that's what I say. If Jod's in jail at Atton, Wim's going to be desperate to go find a Jedi and breaks them out, and they all have to go as a crew. I think that's season 2 if they do it.
I think they set up Wim to want to go join the New Republic, right, and be an X-wing pilot. I mean, he had kind of had that moment at the end.
Oh, he could do that. I could see him pursuing that.
But
Absolutely.
I think the hook is they got to have Jod to do wherever they're going to do, and they have to break him out of jail or wherever he's at and go.
Sure.
Or maybe he got away. You don't know he's in jail.
That's true. But if he got away, they may never see him again. I don't know. I think he's in jail and they have to break him out.
We may never know.
I don't think we're ever going to find out what happens to him.
I don't think the
that
writers
character
have any idea. That's just a story they didn't plan on telling.
Oh, they know. They already have season 2 written. They know very well what
they
happened.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
They have
no
an idea
idea
and everything all ready to go.
They're just waiting for the check to clear.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah. It's time. It's time for we need something. We need a jump start, a kick. Andor's not going to do it. Mando movie probably isn't going to do it. Could be wrong. Ahsoka season 2. Now, Ahsoka season 2 goes back, like we heard the article the other day about some of the flashbacks with Anakin and all them.
Yeah.
That was the best part of Ahsoka for me. Was seeing that live action Clone Wars stuff.
Yeah.
We can get some more of that. I'll sign up.
How better do you think Skeleton Crew would have been received if it was released before the Acolyte?
Better.
Better as far as the trend was going. Yeah, I think it would have been a little better. Less cynicism. Fewer people checked out. We have a little stream with you and John and Rogue and them. John, you and Rogue and Don and them. Our buddy Nick, who joins in. He's apathetic. He's tuned out.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot more people checked out. So if it was reversed,
I enjoyed it at that point. I'm just saying, Nick.
Yeah.
With the badass car, I'm jealous of.
So, Nick, when's the last time you watched anything Disney made Star Wars and you were like, that was really pretty good? I'm setting you up here to call you a shield, just so you know.
When's the last time you watched Rogue One?
Probably the end of Mando season 2.
Yeah, my goal is to get everybody on your butt the way they've been on mine. So,
yeah.
Okay, Nick, next question. I'm kidding.
Yeah, that was a high watermark for Disney Star Wars.
For sure. For sure. And
Since
people
COVID,
like to say that was that's all it took for the Fandom Menace. Nobody even says Fandom Menace anymore. But anyways,
the only people that say it are the ones that don't really know what that ever meant. I think.
Yeah, no clue. That's all it took for them jangling the keys. That was way more than just key jangling. That was way more than member berries, nostalgia bait. But they want to just say that because it has to make sense in their mind, I guess.
Absolutely.
That's my take. Please
That's all
don't
I got,
judge.
fellas.
I hear you. Please don't judge, but for a show that wasn't very Star Wars, I still genuinely enjoyed it. It was a lighthearted adventure, and that was a refreshing change. I agree. I agree with that. I'm totally with you on that. Lou Capadonna, member for 20 months. Don't be fooled. After watching Acolyte, everything seems like Citizen Kane. Star Wars needs a break and a restart, and it needs a retcon. The sequels like Star Trek did to Discovery and adapt the EU. I think most of us would totally be on board for that, but I don't think we're ever even going to get close to that happening.
But would the same critics call that key jangling and member berries going after the EU? I mean, what's not key jangling and fan service, and what is?
I mean, why do you want to see all those? Some people are just so hardcore EU, that's all they want to see. But you already know those stories.
Yeah.
So a little bit of it I'm okay with. Sure. Give us a film adaptation of some things. But you need more than that.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be more than that. There's some stories that I would be fully in favor of seeing, especially like an animated version. I would love to see an animated version of Shadows of the Empire. I would be okay with Dave Filoni making it.
They do have between 2 and 3 animated series ready to go, right? And so I don't know if they're waiting to announce those at Celebration or if they'll start quote unquote surprising us with additional animated stuff. But to the question of what's coming, I think we're going to get one animated show, we're going to get one Disney Plus live action show, and we're going to get a movie every other year. I think that's all we're going to get going forward.
What do you think the animated is?
If I'd have to guess, it's going to be a Tales of something, and
So
it's
not
going
like
to
a whole
be
series.
The
and it's
anime,
gonna be
whatever it's called. I can't remember.
yeah, and it's going to be after
Empire, Tales of the Jedi. something
yeah,
like
or
that.
Tales of the Bounty Hunter, or Tales of the Pirates, for all we know at this point. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then I think they'll do something that's post Bad Batch, right? They'll do something else cloney, right? Because that fills a niche that people seem to enjoy.
Yep.
And that way, potentially Nick gets to see Omega again. That's just a bonus.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to hear about that every episode.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Absolutely, absolutely.
By the way, we hear her, Debbie.
She's here. She snuck in.
I'm here.
So have you been able to watch the finale for Skeleton Crew?
Not the finale, but I have watched it. So far, I'm okay with it. Even though I'm hearing all these things, I'm at about a 6.5 to almost to a 7. We'll see what happens.
Debbie, that's the lowest score you've ever given anything.
I know it is, but I'm doing it with at least with a smile and not with a frown.
That's good. I like that. I
So
like that.
just one thing real quick, and I got to pop off.
Okay.
Matt,
Yes.
I need your address.
Okay. How can I'm not going to give it to you right now. Should
No.
I hit you up on Discord?
Yeah, I guess so. Get me there and leave me your address.
Or I can DM you on Twitter, whatever is
Yeah,
easier.
that's fine too. That's
Okay.
fine too.
Appreciate it.
And I already have Nick's.
Yep.
This is just something.
Thank you.
I love you guys. Coach, I love
Great.
you. I hope
Love
you're
you
enjoying your new
very
job.
Thank you. Thank you very
and
much.
everybody be safe with the cold weather coming up. And DA, take care of yourself out in LA.
Thank you.
Love you all. Bye-bye.
Love you,
Bye-bye.
Debbie.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye, Mama Bear.
So the address was New Carlisle, Indiana. Woodbury Heights. No, not Woodbury Heights. I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing. There's somebody I'm messing with.
Oh.
Never mind. Let's just act like none of that happened. I might have been wrong. You know, so I was looking for John's address.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is he talking about?
And when I typed in his information, the very first hit said 4-inch John Graber profiles.
Wow, they gave him some height on that one.
I'll give you my address. You know what? For all you haters out there in the chat and everything, I'll give you my address, and I will have a nice.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll give it to you right now.
Don't do
Hey,
it.
John, maybe he's talking about your Neil costume.
I got look. Wait, let me chat something. Wait, let me chat something because I got my.
If you knock on my door, you better hope I know you.
good luck getting
I
my
better
vote,
recognize
I'll
you
know.
immediately. Or
All right, look at my little avatar thing. It's Neil in a tub.
I don't know. I don't know what you're showing me.
Huh?
I said hello in the chat, but my little isn't it avatar? Is that what you call it?
Oh, yo, your PFP. Yes, I see it.
Oh, PFP. Wow, that's
Will they still call them PFPs? Since they call
I
them
have no idea. I didn't. I was happy I knew Avatar. To be quite honest with you,
Mhm.
is it not Avatar? See, now I feel unhip.
I thought it was profile picture, but maybe it's avatar. I don't know.
PFP.
I have no idea. I have no idea, gentlemen.
I think profile picture is the current term.
Yeah, it's a
But it
little
used to be
circle.
avatar.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I changed my PFP because I'm hip.
And you change it. Yes, you're hip, and you change it to Neil. I'm not sure those two things go together, but okay. Maybe. Maybe.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
Will you read private chat, please?
Oh,
As we all-
yeah.
as we all just
All right,
awkwardly-
that's gonna wrap it, guys. We're out. Peace. See y'all next
Oh,
week.
don't do that. Don't do that. He
luck,
hits
Ryan.
in stream and we all leave.
That'll work.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Well, that was a terrible ending.
Oh, well, you said you gotta go, so I was trying to
I do.
like.
I
all right,
was just letting
guys.
you know. I was just letting you know I need to roll. But
Yeah.
if you wanted to end it abruptly like that, that's fine.
Yeah,
I was just,
yeah.
I didn't know if you wanted to keep going for a few minutes or not.
No, that's
Nope.
fine. It's not like I've been drug on relations for anything. Just end it. Just end it and cut it quick.
Okay, well, we'll just end it. Anybody got anything that they got coming up that they want to talk about or share
Oh,
or
yes,
anything?
I do.
All right, go.
So tomorrow night, Michael Havens he's going to come on the channel and kind of promote
Awesome.
ICCC, and I am going to preach at ICC on Sunday morning.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Very cool.
Very good. Very good.
Awesome.
If I were going, I would attend.
Nice.
Same.
But maybe you do it next time and I'll be there. But it's just too soon. We were just there.
Yeah.
What's it been? 3 months?
It is too early. It is too early.
It's been 3 months.
I know.
It's too early.
If I wasn't
Um,
going to preach, I wouldn't go. To be
yeah.
quite honest with you, because I got to go to the Indy 500 the next week.
Hey, everybody, we're having the every 6 month meetup. EBN at, no, God, it's too
Too much.
soon.
It is too soon.
Too much.
Yeah.
I
And I
love
would like
seeing
to
everybody. I
follow the
love going, but it's
thought
just
behind that.
to make it like a big meetup. That's why I'm saying I might go on a Saturday. Wake up that morning, drive up there, see everybody, walk around, check everything out, come back home. You know, not make that's exhausting, man.
Yeah, I bet.
Now I'm not talking about just the one day. I'm talking about being there for 3 or 4 days like we were last time. That takes it out of you. And then you guys flying across the country to go to it.
It was a lot of walking. You don't realize how much walking it was until you get back home and sit down and like, God, everything hurts. That was a lot.
And, well,
It's
I
a
don't know
lot
about
of-
you. I probably lost 10 pounds doing the lightsaber training. It was
Oh
hot.
yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
It was hot. Like really hot. And speaking of hot, my friend Ross Barr ate the hottest chicken wing known to man, and it about killed him.
Yeah. I saw it happen.
It was hot.
Bad.
So, anyways, DA, knee pain. You guys got anything going on?
Nightcap tonight. It'll be going live at 10 p.m. my time. So anybody hanging out that late, you want to join up, be glad to have you. Hopefully I keep my cool this time. Knee pain. I hope you're in the chat. They monitor things. So I
If
don't
I'm not
go and
editing, I try to
gasket at
stop
these
in.
chats.
Yeah, sometimes I got your stream going, but I'm editing, so I might mute the stream because I got to like listen to audio. Then I go back and I like unmute, and like you're completely going off the rails. I'm like, okay, what happened? Scroll up the chat. I'm like,
Like, whoa,
okay,
let me
time
find
out,
this guy
time out,
out.
time out. Now I'm going to tune in. So
Hey, this season right here of Star Wars, like we've been getting attacked, if you want to use that word, like more than ever before, and by people that hate Disney Star Wars. Ironically, it's just this has been a bizarre time in our channel's history.
It's
Bizarre.
weird energy out there for sure.
Yeah.
There's some weird people out there. I'll say that. So
that's it. What I've been up to is, well, let me know. I quit the knee pain channel. I'm done posting there. I've gone on other channels. I'm associated with other people. I'm not doing anything Star Wars related. As far as I see is, Disney killed Star Wars, but for the most part, I think most Star Wars content creators on YouTube are throwing more dirt on the coffin. They're just making it worse. You either have the people that love it unconditionally and hate people that don't love it like they do, people that hate everything about it and hate those that don't hate it like those do. And then those are just kind of like, I'm not happy with it, but I'll give things like chance. And they're hated by category 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And to me, all Star Wars is on YouTube now is just hate. There's no creativity.
And you just said something that kind of resonates with me. You said they hate people. Star Wars is never going to be that deep for me. I love it. I love it. I've been loving it my whole life, but I'm not going to hate human beings over it.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It used to be Star Wars used to inspire people to be creative, to build robots, whether it be artists or the costume makers or make short films. And now instead of inspiring creativity and dreaming, it's inciting hate. And so, frankly, going off and just working on other channels with other people and doing my own thing, not related to Star Wars whatsoever, has been really great, actually.
Yeah.
To never talk about Star Wars and actually work with people who have no idea what my background is. And that has been absolutely awesome.
Well, all this has been kind of a whirlwind for you because you made a video.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah. And the thing is, I've lightly touched on things in the past in other videos, but I never really talked about it a lot. And then, it's one of those things that just, got a little out of hand. But, well, it is what it is. And, Neat Pain was always a kind of a trash channel I just threw random stuff on and never was about a category. And it's like, okay, well, you know what? I had a look at it, and it's not really a genre. I don't want really anything to do with. I left the company for career change and for personal reasons, and now I feel I'm just going to leave the entire brand for other reasons because I'm not. I mean, like, you guys have been great, and I love being on DA, and I've, me and Jay have great conversations, and he's been wanting to get me on. By and large, I look at Star Wars as a whole on YouTube, a lot of the content creators, and what I don't see is creativity. And for the most part, it's nothing I want anything to do with.
No.
I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, everybody here watching that's a regular knows. You could see it a mile away. I'm burnt out.
Yeah.
I might be scorched out. And it has nothing to do with the people. It has nothing to do with the chat. It has nothing to do with the comments. It's about me and my desire to watch what they're making right now. I'm just, it's just a busy season of life for me. If it was summertime and I had all this free time and, well, who am I kidding? I'd be doing a million other things then. But, that's just kind of where I'm at. But we've been through these valleys before, haven't we, Nick?
Yep. Multiple times in 5 years.
Yeah, I definitely feel bad for creators around Star Wars these days. Where do you go with that, right?
Yeah.
It's just like having a car brand that's not selling anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do with your business, right?
Yeah.
So,
and then
nobody's driving a Mercury today.
Yeah. And then the audience that you got built up, aren't really care about the other content that you do, and so we try to move to other things, but then it doesn't really get the views, and we're not really. So it's tough for sure.
I think it's more about finding something that's a balance between what your audience wants you to do, but what you do has to be fulfilling for you.
Yeah.
Eventually, if it's not, it's going to take a toll on you. And maybe that's where I'm at right now with making Star Wars stuff. Me and Nick don't even talk about, hey, we got to make a video about this. We just let the DA do it.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to the DA.
Just farmed me out. Just farm out that to the
DA. That's what we need to do, Nick. We need to post every DA video, download them all, and we'll just be like in a little window in the corner going, "Yep, we agree."
Yeah, it doesn't go until like 2 hours past my bedtime.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll me and Coach will probably look at maybe trying to work on putting some content together maybe this weekend or something.
Okay. That sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you all so much for being here. We love you. Thank you so much.
EBN Cast returns tomorrow, finally.
Yep. Just remember, I think that the big idea here is don't hate people because of their opinion on Star Wars.
100%.
I think that's the main takeaway here. It's okay to disagree.
Yeah, everybody's going to see things differently and approach it differently. And, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But no need to be a dickhead about it.
Yeah. Remember, you are what you eat. All right. With that, we're going to go. You guys take it easy. See y'all later.
Peace
Bye,
and love.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Coach and Nick from Echo Base Network, thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.